Okay, Rod, it's a story of two different first halves, really. What was your overall reaction to the first half to start with?
I don't think it's a story of two halves. I think it's a story of making silly mistakes and giving 2 goals. I thought we actually played all right, to be fair. But, you know, unfortunately supporters and media people like yourselves see it as a total, like, you know, we come off, I've got people screaming, get rid of these players. Hold on a minute, we've made a couple of mistakes. We got punished, yeah? That was poor. But I've still seen us keep the ball, I've still seen us play some nice football. I come in here at half time, I never went mad, I just asked some questions. Some real honest questions. I think if I'd have gone mad at half time, I think I'd have blown any little bit of confidence out of it. It ain't all about, sometimes we needed to up it. And my team talk today was one of my old team talks, and to be fair, I've been ill all week with flu, and I think that helped me today. Because normally I'd have gone absolutely mental, but I didn't because I wasn't feeling great. But I just asked some real honest questions. And second half, I think you just see us absolutely, you know, put them to bed. But you have to give them credit. They come with a shape, they play on a counter, and if we're going to give silly goals away, then they're always going to have a chance. But I thought the boys' second half, as I said, we can't play for 45 minutes. I thought first half we played some nice stuff, but we looked toothless in front of goal, which has been a problem of ours, and then we go and score 5. But what I really liked about the goals we scored in the second half was there was 2 or 3 just scrappy goals in the box. They're the ones who give you, that's the ones that get you out of this division. Not the ones where you play lovely football like Dicko at the end and he puts it in the bottom corner. Them ones come when they come. But to me, we never scored enough ugly goals, and we haven't done all season. So that's something we're trying to look at. But I've got to be honest, you know, I can only say fair play to the boys. I thought they've come out second half and they've really had a go for us, and they have upped it. And maybe, you know, some of the substitutions have got to be given a bit of credit to today as well. There's some real hunger sitting on that bench. And, you know, maybe we're playing some really lovely football, but I start knowing now the old weather's starting to change, and it sometimes has to become, as I'm a great believer, you win the battle before you win the war. And today, as much as I thought we played okay, we conceded a couple of sloppy goals. I don't think we was having a battle. Too many people off. You know, we watched Dicko last week, incredible. Second half again today, very, very good. First half today, passenger. You can't have it. You can't have it. And Dicko knows that. We're his biggest culprit at times, but we're his biggest fan. You know, he looks at his goal ratio and it's fantastic. But I need real honest performances. That's why we left Barnard on so long today, because he just gives you that real honest performance. But I've got to be honest, you know, all I can say to the lads is wish you well, big man. Yeah, God bless, mate. Well done. All I can say to the boys, second half, we were a different class. But, you know, people are going to say, oh, we were rubbish first half. It wasn't rubbish first half. We were good first half. But because we didn't score, and because we made 2 mistakes, we're rubbish. It's rubbish. Rubbish. Analyse the game properly. People are going to come out with some of the statements that they made here today. But, as I said, you know, if supporters want to boo us, I can live with that. They pay their money, they work hard, they pay their money, well done, God bless, what else. But, you know, you want to boo us, but as I do say to my players in there, you know, they also give us a lot of backing at times as well, and, you know, that's what we need. You know, we could have come out here today at 2-0 down and conceded the 3rd, and maybe we might have got done with 5. My teams won't do that, and you know, to be fair to us, it's a massive 3 points, and it's something that I think might inject us now. I think the boys now, if they didn't know what Nick's looking for and the tempo that we did need, they certainly would have got that today.
Yeah, and you mentioned there the fans bit there, obviously getting on your back at 2-0 down, but when you got that 1 goal, they saw the hope, they had faith in you, and you want to get that second, and obviously then going on to get the rest of the goals.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't knock these supporters here. I love them to pieces, and they've been as good as gold with me, and that's the relationship I have with this club. But, you know, I employ players to play for this club, so it stops with us. Nick is employed to coach the players that I bring into this club. And, you know, we're still trying to bed down, and, you know, I'm starting to learn things and bits and pieces. Take nothing away from Eastbourne. They're a decent side. Look where they are in the league. I think they've lost 1 in so many or whatever. You know, like, take nothing away. They're a good side. And as I say, they never played us off the park first half. They were quite disciplined, and they work off good shape. And they've hit us with a couple of goals. Second one, I was so, you know, it was embarrassing. You know, that I can get the boot for, but I've got to take the boot for an individual mistake, someone's not got across properly or moved his feet quick enough, and then it's a one-on-one and they score. It's football. But, you know, listen, me in there today, as I said, the boys in blue, which is whatever colour you call it, you know, we was as good at half time as they was in the second half, because we never smashed them, we never ruined them. We kept very, very positive. I asked the question, I left it to the boys to get amongst themselves at the end. Nick never really said anything in there at half time. It wasn't a time for looking at the ball today. It wasn't a time for us to try and jink the shape. It was a time for them to be honest. In the second half, they played with a lot more what I call aggression and honesty and in-depth, and that's what changed the game. The football at this club that we've got good footballers, but they can't just bring their bag along with boots in it that only want to play football. They've got to bring their bag along with boots in it and a big heart that's going to work hard and in the end get the result like we did today in the second half. And that's fine, because now I know I've got something in there. I was questioning a little bit today, what have I got? If they're ever going to knock, if they're ever, we've just had a good chat in there and a good clap, if they're ever going to come back and answer what have I got in there today, thank you very much, fellas. It was outstanding second half, and that's a great 3 points tonight.
Now looking ahead to Saturday, Bath City and the FA Cup, you couldn't have got much of a more difficult task, could you?
Yeah, listen, FA Cup's FA Cup, isn't it? You know, at the end of the day, we have to look at that and take it as a separate situation, really. You know, us or Bath probably would be very lucky to get anywhere near winning that competition. This is what us and Bath are looking at, but I'm sure both of us want to stay in it for the right reasons, and I'd love to get this club into the first round proper. So we'll be going out there to do everything we can. We want you supporters to come and follow us, come up in numbers, and hopefully I'll give you another second half performances today. But get behind us, stick with us, because as I say, our track record isn't bad, mine and Nick's, but we are bedding down. But next week's FA Cup, we'll do our best to get you through to the next round. And as I say, you guys need to be there, we need to be in numbers, and we'll go up there and listen, we scored 5 today. We conceded 2, if we can stop them silly goals. Nick will work on that all week, and then hopefully we'll be as good as we was second half in front of goal.